Well, good evening, Twitchers and YouTubers alike. Welcome aboard Flying with Mike. And we are having technical difficulties, go figure, with OBS once again. Oh my goodness, what is it with OBS? Hey, welcome in again, Spaceman. 634. Oh, my bad. Well, thanks for the resubscribe. We sure appreciate it. 15 months in a row. We thank you so much for that. And welcome aboard. All right, let's see if I can get this screen to clear up. Man. All right. I'm up a little higher than you right now. Cool. Well, everybody is because OBS is just pretty much dead in the water. Yeah. What a, never mind. Won't go down there, trying to stay positive. Hey, about time. Okay, well that changes quite a bit of what we're going to do on the stream today. We're just going to get to flying. I think I better stay offline with this kind of stuff. Holy mackerel, I've never had it take that long to switch a screen. Yeah. Wow. All right, well, OBS, well, you really aren't worth much. Oh, wait, I didn't pay anything for you, so there's half my battle right there. All right, so let's get back into it. Enough of the negativity, on with positive notes. So, we just won't be going to other screens, folk. Well, well, you know what? It can stay. I'm not dealing with it. All right, let's get up in the cockpit, folks, and let's get going. Because you know what? I'm just about ready to push back here. Was going to go online with... oh, you're on board Skylab. Nice, nice. Hope things look well down here. It's hard to see Phoenix right now, as they got a pretty big West Coast storm coming in over it right now. But hey, nice to hear Spaceman up in the Skylab. Playing that orbital game again. Yep. All right. So, well, normally I would show Sim Toolkit and all those fun little gadgets that go with it. But you know what? We're just not taking our chances of getting hung again. So, wow. Yeah. Well, welcome to OBS, folks. Gotta love to hate it. Anyway, so we're going to be flying a short haul flight here out of Phoenix to Albuquerque. Now, I really was hoping to tag this in with the flight we did earlier today. YouTubers, I know this is probably gibberish right now because you don't get to see it. Well, you can see it live by coming over to Twitch and watching us when we're on. But if you're catching the rebroadcast, if you will, over in YouTube, it's just a recording of what's going on right now. So my apologies. But normally, even YouTubers would know this. We'd bring some toolkit up. But today we're not, because of the lovely troubles that OBS has presented us. But this flight was actually flown today. Earlier, we came out of San Jose to Phoenix, and I really wanted to go on to Albuquerque, but time constraints were just too tight for me to risk being late. So I chose to hold off and then restart again tonight. But it's a real simple flight today, folks. I mean, seriously simple. We'll do it the old-fashioned way, the pre-flight, since it's already loaded in. Here's our takeoff references, just so we can do it. 139, 147, and 151. Y'all are going, okay, what do those numbers mean? 139's our V1. You saw it raining, so we have a wet runway. 147's our rotate speed. And Hawker just subscribed. Welcome in, Mr. Hawker. We sure appreciate you both in here. Yeah, that's true, Spaceman. But thank you so much, Hawker, for the resubscribe. And folks, check out Hawker. He comes online from time to time. He's trying to, as you can see in the chat room here, YouTubers, he's trying to take a real Hawker 125 400 fuselage, outfit it to fly on a simulator as a Hawker or whatever he so chooses. So good luck to him, but you can follow him that way. Spaceman's a little tougher to follow. You're going to get a telescope. He's above us orbiting. You know, now Hawker might be able to take a picture of him with his camera that reaches out 10 feet to see Pluto. But, you know, he might try. Who knows? All right. So, but again, speeds of safety speeds of V1, 139. Rotating at 147, clearing a 50-foot obstacle at 151. Otherwise known as V1, VR, V2. Flight plan today, folks, we're going to be, well, let's do it this way. It's a little easier to read. The FORP 1 to SJN. Then we're going to go direct to TMALE. I guess that's how that is, TMALE, which is on the Burrito 1. And then we'll do the RNAV into runway 26 up in Albuquerque. I wish I could elaborate more with maps, but with OBS being finicky like it is right now, you know, it's probably best. Let's just put this thing in, get that pushback tug up here and go backwards. All right, just because I don't like finicky programs. All right, so let me get the ACARS program up and running. So Millennium Aviation can give me some little bit of credit for this flight. And we'll be getting to go here. Phoenix, as you can tell, 200 at 24, gusts to 34. That's what we landed in, folks. And boy, when they say 200 at 24, boy, I'm telling you, I was fighting a pretty good crosswind. The video will be out in a couple days. Folks, check it out. If you haven't, it streams out there right now that you can go watch. Yeah, that was a fun landing. All right, so current bids. Yeah, it's really running slow, folks. All right, so fly, okay. Really thought it might affect this, and thank goodness it's not. All right, bear with me a second while I look for the livery. Where are you? Okay, I know you're below that one. All right. There you are. All right, and load. There you are. It's funny. The morning flight, the initial loadout was 178. We only took like 140. The evening flight, it shows 149 when you click load. We're actually loading out 178. All right, and again, folks, if you do experience troubles with the stream, I highly recommend catching the YouTube replay in a couple days. There will be no gaps in it. I think right now I saw OBS just disconnect. So I knew that was coming, and I know that means, yep, there's the reconnect. So yeah, again, sorry folks. Not a lot I can do when this happens, so just gonna have to grin and bear again. And catch it on YouTube if you have to. All right, so we got the ACARS program up and running. Let's finish up the middle panel and get this bird ready to go. All right, so where were we? All right, so 258 V2 is 151, so I like V2 plus 10. Okay, and initial, well, You know what? We now don't have approach, so we're going all the way up to 33. Yeah, we're just making the command decision to stay off VATSIM. Really hope the VATSIM controller didn't catch wind I was coming online, but I highly doubt he did and was up just for us. All right, so here we go. Flight director's on. Speed brakes down, flaps 0 and 0. Parking brakes set, stabilizer trims are set. And we'll set the stabilizer when we get the engines and the pumps running. All right, folks, now is time for pushback to be called. Hang on, I'm just really like to know what bogs it down. I am going to try getting rid of a program. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of 2. Maybe. See if that helps. All right, well, we're going to still stay offline just for the safety of it. It's not helping at all, so. All right, oh, it did get up there. I can at least pull that away. That's cool. All right, so let's get the pushback tug on its way.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go.
I think we'll just do a very simple pushback here, folks.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
All right, let's get over here, button up the aircraft. Okay, and okay, we are on the APU generator. So now we're going to disconnect from that. And let's do a welcome message here real quick.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Good. You push back again here in just a couple of minutes. Maybe a few minutes early if we're lucky. Might be just touch bumpy until we get up to cruise altitude. Once we're level off and on our way, should be nice and smooth with the whole flight. Once again, we welcome you aboard. Please sit back, relax, enjoy the ride.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Brakes released.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
All right, let's get that beacon on. All right, to start engines. Hang on a second. Okay, pumps are on. Packs have to go off. There we go. Let's get them going. There's 17. Up we go to idle. And it looks like we have a light off. Again, folks, my apologies if you have troubles with the stream. OBS and either my internet connection and all are just not playing nice together. Who knows? But I just want to say, do be patient. It will be out shortly on YouTube. Hawker was kind enough to give you the link there, and that plus a lot of other videos will be present for you. Getting ready to start up number 2 here. Maybe. Still pushing?
Operation complete. Set parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Okay, starting up number 1 at the same time. Matter of fact, let's go ahead. Okay. Looking for 17 right here. After that to 25, we can bring the fuel on. Then when we see the fuel flow, we see the EGT going up, we know we got a light off. Okay. And the valve should be closing here any minute. There it goes. And we're stable. We should.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the left. We'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
Thanks for flying with Mike there, Better Pushback. So, but again, as I was saying, if you miss anything or have a hard time with it here, try YouTube when it comes out. Probably be about a week, week and a half, and it'll be out. So, all right, let's... What we're looking for is him to show us our pins are gone. Perfect, we're good to go. And what I do for these guys is come up here, just a quick acknowledgement with the lights, and then I get into the after start here. Okay, so engines are running. So first thing we need to do, coming down the list, bring on hydraulic system A. Light should go out. Pitot heats on. Anti-ice. Do we do that now? Anti-ice on. We're just doing engines. Probe heat, let's see, packs on. Isolation valve to auto. APU valve, bleed valve closed, and then we close the APU. And that was always, folks, always make sure you're on the gens. If this one wouldn't had already been on, everything would have gone off. Thank goodness. Okay, flight controls mean. Yaw damper. I need to move this back. Okay. And we're on the bleeds, right? Okay, so the engine bleeds are on. And let's switch to Gen 1 for this flight. Okay. Probe heats are already on, anti-ice packs, valves, taxi, lease flaps 1, and engine starts to continues. We're real close to the runway, so I'm getting a lot of my checks done now. And position lights, okay, so down here to the good old transponder and over to TARA. And guess what, folks? We're ready to taxi. Okay. Again, we are not on VATSIM, folks. So any kind of what sounds like radio traffic is just me talking. No ATC is going to yell back at us. All right, let me just check our flaps. Set 1. Flap setting was for 1. Okay, here we go. All right, and I hope everyone's having a great end to their hump days or start to the Friday Eve, which is Thursday. All right, we'll just taxi down to the end here. Literally spin it around and do our takeoff. Okay, now we're going to hold short here of 25 right. I want to try to bring up charts so you can at least see the departure, and we'll do the arrival at the same time. Folks, this is an hour-long flight, so guess what? Things go quick. That's why we're fully ready for the arrival. All right. I think that's a good spot. All right, so let's, one more time before takeoff, engine starts or continues, auto brake, RTO. Okay, and position light, runway lights, they'll come on here in a second. Heading bugs for the runway, we're good. All right, let's give it a try. Hopefully we don't get hung up. Seems to maybe be working better. I'm not going to come online now. That's a little bit on the rude side for a controller. It's like coming online in front of people. Although, is he still up, I wonder? Yes. Okay. Well. All right. So we are sitting right here. We aren't at the runway yet. It's right out there. So you can see we'll go straight and then take off on the 10,300 foot runway. Departure is the FORP. Okay, so we're going to be coming off here through Zulp. I ain't going Yovku. Up here to Zigdog, Oxygen, Zalub, and FORP. You can see we have some restrictions along the way. Technically, this approach goes to a top altitude of 8,000 initially, and then 10 minutes after departure, or when ATC blesses you to climb, you can then climb. You better get ready to climb quickly here, folks. It is raining, so that means we have potential for granite cumula. It's a word my dad taught me. He was a pilot with Allegheny, more importantly a navigator in the Air Force. And when you get those things covered in mountain or covered in clouds, you now have granite cumulus. Rock clouds. You'll fly into them and may not fly out. That's why. So you might want to make sure you keep climbing. And I'm sure the controller would have done that. So again, we'll come up here and then we'll go up here to St. John. And then from here, we transition over to the Burrito, is what I'm calling it. I'm sorry, we'll go from St. John to TMALE, to Burrito, to Elra, to X marks, to Sticky, Brando. Brando then leads us into the arrival, which is just basically a nice circle in front of more mountains. Welcome to the theme of the day. Don't hit the mountain. All right, let me go ahead and get rid of this, maybe. Yes, no. Okay. There we go. All right. Hey, I'm still not, I'm not convinced we're going to have troubles. All right. All right, so here we go. I'm curious, is that the runway? It sure is. Boy, something's not lined up right. Or is that, yeah, that's the runway, all right. Okay, so here we go. Phoenix traffic, southwest. What am I today? I'm sorry, folks. Do that in a second again. What's my call sign? There we go. And Phoenix Tower, southwest 6519, ready to go. 25 right. Roger, clear for takeoff, 25 right. Here we go. We're going to be doing a rolling takeoff, folks, so. They're set, AT on. No, we don't have nice click spots like PMDG gives you, but if you haven't noticed, folks, you're looking at PMDG quality, and it's not as expensive. It is free. Just found out earlier today with the FMC, it looks like they're working on expanding it. So see if they're going to do like Tolis did. Okay, here we go.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
All right, we're ready. Lights on. Now the checklist calls to 40%. I go to 60 because it's easier on the eyes. Take a look at the engine gauges. See how they look here, folks? A lot easier to catch that oval than is it at 40. And Toga. Oh, nice lightning.
80 knots.
V1.
V1.
V1, rotate. V2.
Positive rate.
Gear up.
$1,000.
Hey, the weather radar is picking up some stuff. Now there is no way to turn it on and off. Hang on a second, folks. You know, one thing I did not set here. Okay, looks like we're gonna stay south of the pretty heavier stuff. If you see that right here. Okay, flaps up. All right, as the departure showed, we're gonna be staying at or around 230 around the corner here, folks. Yeah, we know TAI's on. All right, there we go in the turn. All right, we're hanging tough in this turn. Little on the wind. Yes, sir. All right, now I may come online if I think things are running better, but I really don't really anticipate it. Nice heavy returns right here, folks. Wow. And it looks it. I'm going to have to tell you, that looks incredible. All right, after takeoff, we haven't already. Let's make sure those packs are back on. All right, flaps, auto brake, engine starts will stay as is, altimeter set. Yeah, that's one thing we didn't set, folks, was the altimeter. That's okay. We're getting ready to go through 10,000.
feet.
Okay, so now we begin the acceleration. And for those that might be curious, Phoenix is 1,135 feet above sea level. Albuquerque, 5,355 feet. So definitely high country. Here we go into this one. And we are above the tops of the mountains, so. Oh my, it swallowed us, folks. It swallowed us. Wow, it's a good cloud. Oh, this is, wow. Okay, I know my setting, no, time out there, Tad U Primo. I hope I pronounced that right, Tada Primo. That's my settings. I have an older computer, so that's why I get what I get. As soon as we punch through these clouds, I don't want to risk anything right now. That's all on me, so that I get decent frame rates, trying to avoid the issues with OBS on top of it, but failing miserably. But, you know, I am achieving 43 frame rates. So, oh, but it's, well, I don't know. I've seen better when I can turn them up, but with ZIBO, I kind of need them down. Okay, so we're out. See if we get the plane to kind of settle a little bit. All right, so let me show my graphic settings. So I've had to pull them back. I've actually had them back here for a while. I've only since brought it up here. So some of these are pulled to allow me to get better, a better look to the ground, because I don't like high vegetation. It just doesn't look right to me. But these right here, especially these two, are what do a lot of what you just saw. And so, and And that was a heck of a thunderstorm. Just if you would, look at the weather. Those are some pretty intense storms we would have been flying through. But you're right. I know there's some other settings within X-Plane that we don't have control of that they might be able to fix. But I didn't mean to, if I sounded a little rash there, I didn't mean that. I know my settings, my computer is not as up to date as most out there. I'm about 3 years now removed with this computer, so. And I'm definitely not VR.
18,000 feet.
All right, so we just crossed 18. Let's see what it looks like behind us. And this is why I don't like a lot of night flying, folks. I like looking at the plane at night, and you really can't. Nothing against any flight sim. It's just dark. I mean, you can't see them. So that's why you see me most of the time in the daytime. But hey, welcome in, sir. And if you like, hope you'll click follow. And thank you so much, sir. What is the saying in the Bible? Ask and ye shall receive. Somehow I don't think it's in that context, but you get the point. But thank you, sir. I appreciate the follow. Tomorrow, by the way, just so you all know, we're going to be back into Queen. So, flying some cargo out of Europe. Flying since 1999. Well, that was a good year to start in the sim. Oh, wait, that's the same year I started. Oh, nice. Yeah, I got my pilot's license back in 1983, 82, 83 time frame, and built up a little bit of time, but as with everyone, life gets you. Those that get to go on and are able to get through that, congratulations. I wish I could have. It's a far cry different, though, than a Piper Warrior or Archer or Arrow in this plane. Haven't figured out where the mixture is. All right, let's see where we are here. Coming up on Thorpe. So that means next up probably is St. John. Let's go ahead and dial that into the radio. What it'll do is give us DME here. That is 112.3. Okay, 121 miles out. Now, I'm going to look at our descent profile, see when to expect us to be going down. All right, I'm going to go ahead and dial in Albuquerque over here just for the fun of it. 113.2. Ah, pretty much backwards. All right, 1320. All right. Now I'm going to tell you something. I was kind of taken aback. I like looking at mottos right now for states and airports if they have them. Sky Harbor. Always wondered where they came up with Sky Harbor. Still haven't figured it out, but that's okay. But the one that really intrigued me, Albuquerque. It's called a Sunport. Again, why? Why? So, always just interesting to see what real world, you know, puts out there for it. But yeah, I looked it up. It was Albuquerque International Sunport instead of airport. So, and I know Albuquerque sees some really rotten weather because I drove through it when I was a truck driver. So I really know they get hammered. If anything, Phoenix would be more of a Sunport than them. So, but anyway, I just love the play on words some of the airports use. So yeah, that's the one thing I learned today on this flight. So I thought it was kind of neat. But I already knew Sky Harbor, but I'll be honest, I don't understand where it got that name. So a little bumpy up here. Wow, I didn't think again. Let me pull up, see what kind of turbulence we have out here. All right, we're going to be moderate to 36,000, so we're not getting out of this chop, folks. And I don't think I'm going to, as a good pilot, let the, sorry airline, you're not going to be able to sell alcohol today. For the safety of the flight attendants, we're going to keep them seated too. All right, so while we're getting to the top climb, let's show off the ZIBO a little bit. All right, a couple of neat things that have come along now that we're in version 3.55. It's a big V, and they say that's important if you have problems that you either big V or little V. Okay, it's your plane. To find out what you have, folks, if you go to this, to your EFB, this question mark will tell you. So, all right, so what I'm going to do is go back to weight and balance. Now, you could go in here and get your takeoff. Not yet. You can't do that one yet. But you can get your landing performance. Okay, we're coming in 2.6. Should be dry. There is a bit of weather working its way south of it, but you never know. And yes, I am very cautiously doing this. 280 14. Okay. Temperature. What the heck is? Are they reporting? Oh, there it is. 9. Very discreetly, seemed like. And our barometric pressure is 2971. Now you see it in HEPA here, folks. 29.71. We'll put it in inches. Okay, air conditioning auto will be on anti-ice brakes. Let's do map 3. I don't know what NNC is, folks. I would love to hear that. I know this one. I don't get credit. Okay. I only want 5 added. And estimating landing weight to be 138. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, let's call it 139. Okay. Now, there's your information filled in. If you go to the next page, it tells you VREF plus 5, 150, so VREFs. Apple to the man that said 150. Oh wait, was it a lady? Sorry. And then it tells you your braking, so you know what yours is doing in, unfortunately, meters. Can't change that. I don't know how to. So there you go, folks. We'll just leave that up. We'll come back to it as we get closer. Ooh, are we getting knocked about? Right, we're just about to top a climb. So let's get across that plateau.
That's gonna go.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say we're getting tossed about pretty good up here, folks. So. All right, so Albuquerque is 169. So we're getting close. Let's okay, so we're off the map here. Okay, below 35. Below 28, above 21, above 14. Above 11, 10,000, it's sticky. All right, 9,000 at Brando. All right, let's 77 miles. Okay, let's take a look at this arrival real quick, okay? Where you? All right, there's our chart. Okay, we're coming in TMALE below 35. Burrito below 28, above 21 at 270. Okay, that looks good. Elra 14 to 18. No speed. X marks is the next page. Okay, we need to be above 11, but at 250. 10,000 at Sticky. 9,000, 210 at Brando. All right, and again, transitions 18,000, and from there we're going to transition to the RNAV approach, just like it says. If you read the fine print here, landing runway 26. Expect vectors prior to Brando, but expect the RNIP 7 or Zulu 26 for the approach with vectors to final approach. Okay, we'll see. So here it is, folks. 3 parts real quick. Across the top, your ATIS, which I'm going to look up again. If you want to look for the ATIS, folks, that is able to be done now. All you do, go to this website. datus.cloud.io. Upper left-hand corner, you'll see select a facility, select a facility. And you'll be able to plan ahead of time what the real world airport is doing. Okay, remember, big quotes, air quotes, whatever you want to, lead guitars on either side, so that you know that right now, as of almost an hour old now, 280 at 16s are winds, and broken deck at 10,000. Remember, we're 5,500 feet above sea level, so that's 5,000 feet AGL. I think. Can't remember if, yeah, that should be MSL. Simultaneous approaches. Now, this is a weird airport. We'll show it in a minute. You got 2.6 going one way, 3.0 going another. They're not identical. They get very close to each other. One's like 10,000 feet, one's 6,000. So, and then you can read the rest there. Okay, so if you see DATUS, go to that website, U.S. and U.S. territories only. I don't know how to do the world. Anyone knows that one? I would love that. Especially because tomorrow we could use it. Albuquerque approach, tower and ground. Okay, so we're on an RNAV approach. There is no frequency. Final approach, 259. Look at this, folks. It's going to be short. We'll get down to that in a second. Chinga. Chinga's right here. It's where we start our curving or left turn into letter. Chinga is 7,000. RNEP decision altitude of 5745. That's 390 feet MSL. Guess what I'm setting? Gonna set that. What was it? 390. It's easier to set the radar nav than it is the other. Okay, we just crossed St. John, headed to TMALE. And then finally, here's your touchdown and airport. Same. Missed approach, straight out to Albuquerque VOR. Here's the requirements. It's an RNIP AR approach, RF required, and you can read the rest. Okay, part 2. See how much time we got. Good, 30 minutes, or 30 miles. Okay, Brando at or above 9,210. Maximum. RNIP 1.17. This right here should read 0.17. Hopefully you're seeing that, yes. Okay, so we'll come into Brando, to Oxford, Fabex, Chinga. Remember, 7,000 to leader and right in. Leader is roughly 2-mile final, folks. Fun approach. Not. And then down here is our altitudes. So Fabex at or above 7,400, working our way down. Finally, our minimums, 5745 or 390 AGL and 1.25 miles. Basically, you need to see this airport to be able to get in there. All right, let's get up here because it's almost time for top of descent. Okay. Oh, and then once we get on the ground, planning A5 if I'm good, Delta, Alpha 4, or Charlie if, well, we went long. See how these runways line up, folks? Oof. Not fun. That's why we're going, oh, it's 13.8. So that's why I chose this. Kind of like landing the shuttle. I want as much runway as possible. All right, so we're coming up on top of descent. We said, oh, at or above, let's see, 28 to 21. Okay. See, we're on the leading edge of more rain. Oh, great. And it's dark. The good thing about night, the bad thing is you can't see the airplane on the outside. This is all you get, although that's pretty right there. Hang on, bear with me. Get a couple quick screenshots. Okay. But the positive is you can see the runway lights a lot better. All right, so we're set. Going to do an intervene. We're starting down. Okay, and we said we're not to be faster at Burrito than 270. Okay, there's our what the computer predicts for us to reach our altitude per the restrictions in here. Let's go ahead and get okay, descent checks. Okay. Seatbelt signs never came off 10,000. And we'll set up for the RNAV. Okay. All right. One last look at the weather. 2971 broken 10,000. Wow. Wait a minute. All right, airport weather appears. Okay, hang on a second. All right. Yeah, we're going to get out ahead of that rain, it looks like. Okay, so I am going to go ahead, push for 14,000. Okay. Okay, we're going to try this good old climb thing again. Okay, 2970. Okay, 18,000, we'll go ahead and get that set.
$18,000 feet.
Okay, X marks will be 250. I'm going to go ahead and keep control of the speed.
VATSIM to go.
All right, looks like we are breaking out. That's a good thing. All right, and then 10,000 at. All right, we'll set that up. Okay, we're headed to Sticky. All right. Sorry, folks, I've been a little trying to get this plane to behave. Actually, we can come up on speed. Let's come up to 20. Let me get the spoilers down. See if that changes. I keep hearing it. All right, folks, we are just about to get into the RNAV, and this is going to be a little bit of fun. So let's start dialing things down. The radar is still got some blips in the area, light rain. Could be the airport right out there. You can see where Sticky is. Okay, we'll keep the terrain over there. (2972) now is our altimeter. Expect visual approach 2630, runway 21 departing same runways. Right now, not calling a wet runway. So we'll kind of see how this goes. All right, 10 miles or less to Sticky. All right, now I need my chart. All right, so Rando's at 9,000. Okay. Okay, we'll slow it up to 150 here. Yep, there's our airport, folks. All right. Okay, RNIPS. Why is that not 0.17? All right, well.
Passing go.
10,000 feet.
Gear down.
Okay, spoilers are the last things to arm.
2,500.
Okay. All right, Hawker, I expect to see you flying this in your Mirage. Your Mirage. Oh, I got the runway. Guess what? And I'll check your reply here on the ground.
1,000. 1,000.
Okay, Albuquerque traffic southwest on a 3-mile final 26. Gear down, full stop. Not a bad crosswind, but still one nonetheless.
500. Approaching minimums.
Runway, stable, landing.
400. 400. Minimum. 300. 300.
This is a fun approach, folks. I highly recommend it if you get a
200.
chance.
100. 100. 50. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Sorry, got a little squirrely there, folks.
80 knots.
It looks like Alpha 6 we're coming off at. Doing better than I thought I would. All right, folks. Welcome in. All right, let's get cleaned up here. Oh, ain't that special? Not bad for a no-light landing. Okay. Any ice off. All right, folks, again, welcome into Albuquerque. Wet night. All right, getting things set up here. Right now, we are planning the real world flight of this 6519 went to gate, or is planning gate A6. So my goal is to go up Charlie and then turn in for one of the gates behind. All right, how many are going to run into each other here? All right, A6 is gonna be I believe this one right here, or if not, very close. All right, folks, we're in the blocks here. Let me just make sure. All right, APU gen's on. Seatbelt sign. Lead on. Fuel pump. Oh, wait. Generator 5K. All right. Shut this thing down. Okay. Stand by on the transponder. All right, so fuel pumps will come off, except for the left aft one. We're good there. Ice is off. Pitot heat's off. A is off. I'm sorry, the electrics are off. Light directors are off. Auto brake should be off already. It is. And let's go ahead and kill the wipers while we're on the ground. Welcome in, folks. All we got to do is come over here. All right, and hang on a second. Let's have a little fun. All right, one of the neat things that comes with this, now PMDG may have this before we close out here, folks. If I push this button, the camera comes on. Right there's our door to the cockpit. So I can see right in front of the door within center. To the left, I can see the door leading out is open. And I can see the galley door is closed. Neat little thing. Nothing major, nothing big, folks. Just kind of neat for me, at least. Go ahead and switch these back. And we'll come over here. Home, terminate. And then you can all see the peeps have left. All right. There you go, folks. Fun flight, little flight, like I said. We're in here at Albuquerque. Let's see how we did. Let's see if it'll work. Sim toolkit, where are you? There we go. 228 feet a minute. Bad landing. Let's take a look at it though. So let's finish the flight. All right, for those not, new to aviation, the goal is to land in the landing zone. Okay, that starts with the threshold line here and goes whichever way down the runway. Now, threshold means the end, so you're going to go the length of the runway. However, each of these hash marks is 500 feet apart. Think of it like a golf course. Some of you golfers have told me when I used to try to hit that little white, yellow, orange ball, and it always found the water or sand and never found anything else. But you told me that the fairways have distance markers to those that know the course. On top of the distance remaining markers you see out there, folks, so does a runway. Each of these are 500 feet down the runway to give you an idea. So you got 3,000 feet of runway here, folks. That's where the pilots try to set down. They really try to set down right where they're aiming for, right here. Okay, and in our case, we were 1,730 feet down the runway. That's cool. Excuse me for yawning in your ears there, folks. And 4 feet right of the center line. Those are two really good metric numbers, folks. And then you can look at the rest. 144 knots. That's a good speed. I think we were scheduled for 145, right on target. 258, off by 1.4. Pitch was pretty good. And again, result 228 feet a minute. Not a bad landing. So let's close out this flight, shall we? I really don't know if we'll be able to learn anything since that loose nut behind the wheel forgot to turn the lights on. Well, there we go. And pilot. Perfect. Maybe. There we go. Let me go look, because things are running slow again, folks. Okay. Let me check that real quick with Millennium just to make sure they have it. They do. All right. All right, folks. Well, it has been a pleasure flying tonight. Do apologize again for the OBS, whatever causes these disconnects and slowness. I'm really tired of it. But we still try to muddle through as best we can. So, folks, for the folks moderating today was Hawker 125. Thank you, sir, for your time. Miss Hazel, thank you for allowing Hawker to moderate today. And for all of you out there, folks, we'll see you tomorrow. And we'll be in the Queen flying out of Europe. Schedule is down below here in Twitch in the About. Or if you're so inclined, please come over, join our Discord channel, join the so-called quote after party. No, no, there won't be one, folks. Just kidding. But anyway, there might, I might get over there and do a little chatting for a little bit. So come on over. We'd love to see you. Love to talk to you. So for now, let's kind of call it a night. We're not going to do the replays because, like I said, it is dark out, but I hope you all do have a great rest of your week if we don't see you tomorrow on stream. And by the way, happy Friday Eve. God bless you all. And remember, folks, today's verse of the day, if I can get that to come up, there it goes, is very simple, but yet when you think about it, really amazing. As far as the east is from the west, so far does he, God, remove our transgressions from us. Folks, the psalmster King David wrote this, 103:12. You know, it's something to think, just the immense enormity of that distance. Oh, keep that in the forefront of your mind, folks, because when things are going bad, just remember, God is never away from you. God bless you all. Have a great day.